All things work together on my way to make me more like Jesus every day. Though trials come and go, He's molding me, I know, and with a calm assurance I can say, God's way is the best way. Though I cannot understand what lies ahead, I know He's in control, and He's watching o'er my soul. For God's way is the best way. It's the only way.
My dear friends, today let us reflect on the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verses 45 to 56. God has given us the precious gift of freedom, and He respects that freedom. Some people abuse this freedom by doing evil, but God uses His wisdom to draw good from evil. This is an important lesson we see in today's gospel. The chief priests and the Pharisees were afraid that if the people were to follow Jesus, the Romans would come and take over their temple and their country. Caiaphas, the high priest, using his freedom of decision, told his companions that the simplest solution to the problem was to kill Jesus. He pointed out that it was better for this one man to die than for the whole nation to be destroyed. And from that day, my dear friends, the leaders of the Jews plotted to kill Jesus.
Many of the people who had come to visit Mary saw what Jesus did, and they believed in Him. But some of them returned to the Pharisees and told them what Jesus had done. So the Pharisees and the chief priests met with the council and said, "What shall we do?"
Look at all the miracles this man is performing. If we let him go on in this way, everyone will believe in him. And the Roman authorities will take action and destroy our temple and our nation.
One of them, named Caiaphas, who was high priest that year, said,
What fools you are! Don't you realize that it is better for you to have let one man die for the people instead of having the whole nation destroyed?
Actually, he did not say this of his own accord. Rather, as he was high priest that year, he was prophesying that Jesus was going to die for the Jewish people, and not only for them, but also to bring together into one body all the scattered people of God. From that day on, the Jewish authorities made plans to kill Jesus.
My dear friends, we are in a position to see how God worked good through this evil plot to kill Jesus. In our lives, it is often difficult or even sometimes impossible to know just what God has in mind when evil strikes us. But we must have faith to believe that God knows what He is doing. His respect for freedom allows evil, but in wisdom He knows how to draw good from evil, and in His love He does so. God's ways, my dear friends, are not our ways, but His ways is always the best.
It's the only way for me. All things things work together, yes, it's true. Regardless of the trials you're going through. In times of doubt and fear, my Lord is still so near. Have faith in Him, His perfect will